The Jade Emperor decided to hold a race for all the animals on his birthday. You'll play as one of these animals trying to cross the finish line first in Race for the Chinese Zodiac. Welcome to Tantrum House Studio D. I'm Kevin Delp. The Race for the Chinese Zodiac is a hand management simultaneous action selection game for 3 to 5 players that takes about an hour to play. It's being published by Starting Player and Simply Complex, and it'll be on Kickstarter at the end of January. Let's look at the prototype components. There's the board, a wheel, cards, animal tokens, karma, and player aids. For this video, I'll be looking at a 4-player setup for the game. You'll place out the board and the wheel. Players will select an animal and the matching card and receive a hand of cards. The animals go on the start space on the board. Here's a quick overview of a round. Everyone's going to simultaneously play an action card and an energy card. They're going to flip them all face up. They may have to spend some karma, we'll talk about that later. Then every action is going to get resolved. Then you're going to turn the inner wheel 1 turn, and you're going to start the next round. All the action cards match corresponding spots on the wheel. You'll be activating these actions throughout the game to try and cross the finish line first with your animal. Let's look at how the actions and energy cards work. All players simultaneously play an action and energy card. If no one plays the same action you did, then check the matching action on the wheel and see how much energy you spent based on the cards you played. The power of the action is determined by the energy spent. So if you played Cheat with a 2 energy card, then you'll get the rewards listed above that number. But any players that played the same action count up all the energy from those players, and that will determine what reward you'll get. So if these 2 players both played Run, you count up their combined energy, 2 plus 3, which equals 5, and you look at the wheel. The number above the combined energy of 5 is 4. So the card says the player that played the individual highest energy gets that reward of moving 4 spots. All other players that played Run get to move 1. Here's a quick look at the actions. The green ones are all movement type cards, and the yellow cards help you get karma and more energy cards. Cheat helps you move. Help lets you get karma, and if you're the individual highest, gain an energy card. The individual highest here, remember in Run, can move, and other players can move as well. Rest lets you get energy cards. The individual highest can gain you karma. If you cooperate, the individual highest or joint highest can gain movement from the wheel. Other players are going to get nothing. Walk, the individual highest gains movement from the wheel. Everyone else doesn't get to do anything. If you repeat, you look at the card before and see what that is, but you're going to look at the energy from the card above repeat. All players that played Strategize are going to collect their action and energy cards back into their hand, except for the first action and energy card. But if you play the individual highest energy, then you can collect all of them back into your hand. If it's a number, then you'll take that number of movements if you played a move card, but that number of karma or cards if you played a yellow card. Now let's look at the wheel and the different icons on it. The person icon means that you count the number of players that played that type of action this round. This is the number for that reward. The circle lets you pay 2 karma tokens to move your animal 3 spots. The arrows let you discard a number of cards for 1 card, or 1 card for any number of cards that equal that number. So I can get a 5 if I discard a 2 and 3 1s, or I can get 2 3s if I discard a 6. You can only ever have 1 6 in the game. Also, if you ever play a lower numbered card than the one to the left, then you have to spend karma. 1 if it's just 1 lower, and 2 if it's more than 1. At the end of each round, you move the wheel 1 turn. This brings another layer of strategy to the game. One other interesting item in the game is the water section. Anytime you're going to strategize, pick up your cards, and your animal is in this area, then you have to discard an energy card. If you don't or you can't, then you lose 8 spots. Play continues round after round until an animal crosses the finish line. That player wins the game. This game is from Simply Complex, and I think it fits their line of games because you simply play 2 cards from your hand, but the choices you're making are complex. Like, what are other people going to play? Maybe you're not going to get those cards back into your hand right away. And where are those actions on the wheel in a given round? There is variability to the game with the animals. Each one gives you a different power that can help you in the game. There's the tiger, the goat, the rooster, the dog, the rabbit, the monkey, the rat, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the ox, and the pig. That depends which one you play with, depending on the number of players that you're playing with that game. I think it's probably going to take a round or 2 for most people to grasp what's going on in the game, but there is a handy player aid sheet that talks you through the game flow and all the icons. They sent us a very nice prototype already. It has a nice design and the colors work well in the game. The icons, words, and numbers on the wheel are easy to read too. And I just love how the animal tokens look. There's definitely interesting choices to make in the game. In a given round, what action card should I play? And what energy card should I pair with it? Simply Complex is an imprint of Capstone games that have already put out a couple games, the Estates and the Climbers, which are both pretty cool games. So if you enjoy hand management type games, or you like how this wheel mechanic works, then check out A Race for the Chinese Zodiac from Simply Complex on Kickstarter, and we'd love for you to subscribe to Tantrum House.